for EO. Out. Lunar module to control. Separation A-OK. This is lunar module to moon base control. Have visual contact.
Roger, lunar module. Have you on track for auto landing? The lunar module with Colonel Freeman on board is docking now.
Hello, Gay. Shall we start? Hello, Nina.
Hello, Colonel.
How's everything going?
Fine.
Good. How are things with you, Joan?
Fine, sir.
Is that your report, Lieutenant?
Yes, I think you'll find everything's in order.
Sure I shall. Shall we continue?
The, spares situation might need reviewing. I'd like to see the level kept about 20% higher.
Funny you should say that. Straker asked me to get your ideas on the subject. He had the same idea.
Hi, Colonel.
Hi, Lou. What sort of times are you making on the interceptor launches, Lieutenant?
About 125 seconds flat.
That's pretty good. Well, that about wraps it up for this month. I'll report a clean bill of health.
Fine.
I have a possible sighting. Will relay details of speed and trajectory.
I have a trace bearing 062415 green. Confirmed sighting, yellow alert. I repeat, yellow alert.
Good luck, Mark.
Okay, let's go.
UFO has entered area blue 634. Interceptors are in position, awaiting confirmation. We'll give computation of attack coordinates and missile timings as soon as possible.
Next sweep should tell us.
Red alert, red alert. Confirm unidentified flying object.
This is moon base control. Red alert.
Repeat, red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Interceptors.
Immediate launch.
Our checks, A-OK. Interceptor 2, our checks, A-OK. Interceptor 1, our checks.
A-OK.
Switch to radio link 4. Onboard computer wave band
068.
Confirm speed 0.8.
bearing 342047. That's it, don't lose it. Base to interceptors. Have the UFO on positive track. Speed Sol 0.8. Speed Sol 0.8.
Bearing 342047.
UFO maintaining course. Predict interceptors in range 51 seconds.
Control to leader.
Set onboard computer for the auto count.
Roger.
Missile launch, 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Our visual contact with explosion.
Detonation positive.
Did they get it?
I still have a contact, Lieutenant.
Double check.
Positive.
Predict UFO on collision course with interceptors. Impact 32 seconds.
Control to Interceptor 2. Auto course to 024201.
Impact 14 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course. 1 to base. Request new course.
Control to interceptor 3. Alter course.
024186.
9 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course.
Control to interceptor 1.
Auto course to 024.
218.
It's too late, Lieutenant.
Coming one.
Impact confirmed. Interceptor 1 destroyed.
Why, Alec? You've read the report? Yes. An astronaut killed. A UFO through the outer defenses. The report tells me what happened. Now I want to know why.
I don't really know.
Oh, come on, Alec. I know you better than that.
Things happen so fast.
Meaning?
I can't be sure.
Well, look, I'll settle for an educated guess, Alec.
The error could have been human. A decision was taken, it could have worked, but the point is, it didn't.
Right. I want the personnel concerned, the 2 surviving astronauts and Lieutenant Ellis, back here on the next moon flight.
Right. Oh, what happened to the UFO?
We lost it in a radar blind spot. But one thing's certain, it landed.
Landed? Where?
Just about the worst place possible. Somewhere in an area of 50,000 square miles in northern Canada. Everything we got that flies is out looking for it.
Completed grid search. Nothing to report.
Okay, Skipper. See you in 1 hour.
No, I'm going around once again. We'll stay alight long enough for one more run.
Looks a long way off, doesn't it?
Might as well be at the other end of the universe.
Has anyone seen Lieutenant Ellis?
She's in Central Park.
Thanks.
Well, there's one of the lucky ones who'll be back on terra firma tomorrow.
If by terra firma you mean Straker's carpet. Rather them than me.
Gay, we all took the same chance. Ken was unlucky. These things happen. Nobody's to blame.
Don't give me that crud, Marsden. Find it. If you need more aircraft, appropriate them. Yes, I'm giving you the authority. Yes. Right. What now?
The moon-based personnel are here, sir.
Send them in. Oh, look, Alec.
I know. You want that UFO located?
Yes. Bradley, Waterman, Lieutenant Ellis. I assume you know why you're here.
I'd like to say something, sir. As interceptor leader, I want to accept complete and sole responsibility for what happened.
Very gallant. Yes, that's a very brave gesture. But out of line. I know what happened. Now I want to know why. You people were selected because of your outstanding character, as well as intellect. What went wrong?
Anything from those satellite shots?
No, sir.
Well, keep looking. It's got to be there somewhere.
Have relocated UFO in area blue.
Straker.
We picked it up.
Great. I'll be right there.
Thank you, Greenman.
Where is it?
Yes, we have that. Confirm
Just crossing the
UIF
Atlantic
every 30
seaboard.
seconds.
Speed and altitude are way down. The moon-based interceptors must have damaged it.
Right. Alert Sky 1.
That's it.
Shadow HQ, Skipper. They've located the UFO.
Be right there.
I've got the UFO's latest fix, sir. If we steer 042, we should intercept in 18 minutes.
Right. Alter course to 042. Give her everything she's got.
Steer 042, maximum speed.
This time we'll get it.
Range 800 miles, sir. Closing.
Launch stations.
Launch stations!
Lift-off stations. Yes, sir. Good luck. Right. Stand by for liftoff. Leveling off at 10,000.
Roger. Sky 1 airborne, sir.
Thanks.
This is SHADO Control. UFO 48 miles from your present position.
Thanks, Control. I have it on the scope. Have visual contact. Closing for attack.
Sky 1 reports a hit, but UFO is turned and is still airborne.
Signal all radar stations. Tell the commanders if they lose it this time, they'll answer to me. Get some rest, Alec. You look tired.
Shadow Control to all radar tracking stations. UFO has been hit, but is still airborne. Coming down, sir.
Great. When it lands, let me know its exact position.
Roger.
Oh, have a seat, Alec.
I don't believe it.
Oh, no, that's for you.
Thanks.
Well, the UFO has landed, but this time we know where.
Exact position?
Close enough to Lexfield Air Base, Canada, for you to be there by first light tomorrow.
Fine.
I want them, Alec. I want them alive.
I'll do what I can.
You'll be the field commander. I'll monitor the whole operation from here. Central Control will give you all the details, but the transporter will be loaded and ready for takeoff at 2100 hours.
Fine.
Oh, one more thing, Alec. Dr. Schroeder has finished with the moon base personnel. His report is quite clear. I'd like you to handle that, too.
Right. I'll do it before I leave.
This is the way I want it done.
Mahogany.
Table.
Grass.
Green.
Laugh.
Cry.
This is an interesting reaction. Watch this carefully.
Sunrise.
Morning.
2.04-second delay. You could see her mind racing. She was consciously avoiding giving the standard answer. White. Look at the stress factor at that point. 5 times normal.
And your conclusions are based on that?
My conclusions are based on 8 hours of exhaustive tests, 20 years of experience, and the conclusion formed by the computer. That example was one which I thought even a layman might understand. I'll leave you to it.
Come in, come in.
Sit down.
I'm not going to waste time with the details of this report because you'll be given copies of it. But I'd like to read you its conclusions. 1. Taking into account the circumstances at the time of detonation, it was clearly the duty of Lieutenant Ellis to decide the type of evasive action to be taken. On that count, Lieutenant Ellis is cleared, provided that the decision was in no way influenced by emotional factors. Which brings us to point 2. The 3 personnel directly concerned were subject to standard psychiatric and psychocomputer tests with the following results. Astronaut Lou Waterman, clear on all counts. Astronaut Mark Bradley, emotion count 0.48 paranormal, clear on other counts. Lieutenant Ellis, stress factor 1.28 paranormal. Emotion count 0.35 paranormal, clear on other counts. 3. These results are attributed to an emotional attachment between Lieutenant Ellis and Astronaut Bradley. It ends with a confidential recommendation as to what action should be taken. Well, we'll just have to hope that this thing sorts itself out. Meantime, Straker's given you separate postings. Bradley, you'll report to Moonbase.
And me, sir?
Shadow headquarters, Earth.
Well, everything's lined up with the Air Force. You'll get their fullest cooperation.
I'll be on my way.
Oh, Alec. Who are you taking with you?
Does it matter?
Well, no, except that I hadn't seen the list of personnel.
It includes Mark Bradley and Lieutenant Ellis.
Your decision?
My decision, without the aid of a computer. They'll be back inside 3 days to take up their new postings.
The transport has just landed at Lexfield, Canada, sir.
Fine, fine.
Shadow mobiles 1, 2, and 3 proceed to search Delta.
The other mobiles are on their way, sir.
Good.
Shadow 1 to Control.
In position.
Roger 1.
No visual contact.
Shadowmobile 2 in position, sir. Shadowmobile 3 in position.
All 3 mobiles are in position, sir.
Good. Send one in.
Which one, sir?
The one in the best position. Standard procedure.
Control to Shadow Mobile 3.
Close in for final assault.
Roger, Control.
Should be able to see it any second.
There it is. Have visual contact.
About 300 yards ahead.
Any sign of movement?
No, nothing. We're going in closer.
Right. Take it easy.
Shadowmobile 3 to Control.
We're under attack.
Head back to the ridge.
We're still under fire.
They seem to be using some sort of...
SM3, can you hear me? Come in, SM3.
Radio and tracking link negative. They must have been hit.
Send the next one in. I know the risk. Send it in.
This is Control to Shadow Mobile 1. Close in on UFO.
Roger.
This is Colonel Freeman. We must assume SM3 is non-operational.
Stop just below the top of the ridge and proceed on foot.
I repeat, proceed on foot.
Understood.
Okay, let's go.
Roger. Backup forces in position and standing by, sir.
Okay. Fan out. 250 yards from UFO.
Closing in.
They're closing in, sir.
Look out!
Hi.
Quite a day.
Yes, they're flying the alien back to HQ now.
You all right?
I'm fine.
Mark, there's something I must tell you. After Mobile 3 was hit, Freeman told me to send another one in. Mobile 2 was in a better position.
It's okay. I was glad of the action.
Don't you understand what I'm saying? I risked your life to prove a point.
You did it to prove that Straker and the computers were wrong.
Well?
Much the same situation we've experienced before. The alien was breathing a liquid containing a bioacrophilic compound, imparting the usual green tint to the face and neck. The hair was unaffected, and the eyes had protective shells. Oh, we've managed to revert the respiration to normal atmosphere.
Successfully?
5 hours is not long enough to tell.
It's long enough to tell us that we're dealing with a comparatively young alien. Past experience has shown us that once they breathe our atmosphere, they deteriorate to their true age. I want to see if I can get anything out of him, Doctor. How soon can he be ready?
Look, we're crossing new physiological frontiers. How can I say? Well, I suppose he's as ready now as he'll ever be.
Right, Doctor. He appears to be humanoid and highly intelligent. The biosensor tells us his eyes and ears are in excellent condition. Computer reports indicate he's in perfect health. There must be some way we can communicate.
You've been interrogating him for 43 minutes. How much longer?
Why?
We've got to remove the barrier compound from his hair to assist oxygen absorption.
All right, all right. Now, let's go over it once again. The answers are needed to certain questions. I'm asking you to cooperate. It's no good, Alec. He either can't or doesn't want to understand. There's no alternative. I'm going to try one of the new anodynes to break down his resistance. Which do you recommend, Doctor?
Well, GL7's the most effective in my experience, but in this case...
Well?
I can't guarantee the result. It could be dangerous.
How dangerous?
Who knows? But the decision and the responsibility must be yours.
Well, your reactions are all right. You heard that clearly enough. All right, Doctor. Now, the drug will lower your resistance. It's no use fighting it. You must help us. You must cooperate.
Pulse rate increasing. Still increasing. Hold him down.
like, Alec?
No, thanks. I'd like you to accept this.
We've worked together a long time, Alec.
Maybe too long.
Can't we talk about it?
There's not much to say. It's a difference in temperament.
You think I wanted him to die? It was a calculated risk.
It's not only that. You make all your decisions based on cold logic, computer predictions.
"1984. I wonder what it's going to be like in 20 years' time. Will the computers take over completely?
Why don't you ask them? They seem to have all the answers, even now.
We build them, program them, and they tell us what we're going to think before we know it ourselves.
Well, you better make that phone call.
I'll sleep on it.
Straker, it's for you, Alec.
Freeman. Well, when did you find this out? Well, you know what it means, don't you? Right. No. Now leave that with me. Yeah. Bye. Mark Bradley.
Important?
He thinks it is. Well, it looks like you were right. You and your computers.
Oh, by the way, Alec. Would you tell Lieutenant Ellis and astronaut Bradley that they're to return to Moon Base immediately and assume their normal duties?
That's not what the report recommended.
Not the first report, no. But this report analyzed the flight paths. And it shows that had normal procedure been followed, we would have lost all 3 interceptors.
You mean her decision wasn't influenced by emotion?
You tell me.
See you.
Course varying 8 to 10 degrees.
Get Moon Base.
Right.
Hello, Gay. How long has it been banking and weaving like this?
It started 2 minutes, 20 seconds ago, sir. Before that, course and speed were constant.
What were the readings?
Course 037164. Speed Sol 1.6.
Never had a flight pattern like this before.
Course still varying. Speed now 0.85 and reducing.
Thank you. How long before Commander Straker comes on duty?
What's the panic?
A UFO. Its approach is much slower than usual, and it's varying course constantly.
Yes, but maintaining an overall flight path. Yes, I agree with you, Alec. This zigzagging is unusual.
It's almost as if it were trying to avoid something.
Or find something. No, we can't take any chances. Sound a red alert for all ground stations.
Shadow control to all stations. We have a red alert. Repeat, condition is red.
Interceptors, immediate launch. Immediate launch. Stand by to set missile control computer.
Right.
Missile timing 1, 4, 7, 5.
Missile launch, 10 seconds.
Positive. Contact lost.
Moon base to shadow control.
We hit it, Commander.
Well done, Lieutenant. Oh, that one certainly made a new approach. I wonder what it was trying to do.
We'll never know, I'm glad to say.
Cigar?
Thank you.
Moon base to shadow control.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I have another contact, sir.
A second UFO?
No, sir. The same one.
The same one? But you reported a positive detonation.
I know, sir. The scanners showed negative. But it's back.
Well, what's the position now, Lieutenant?
I'm sorry, sir. It's through moon base defenses, heading for Earth.
Thank you. I can't understand how those interceptors missed. It seemed to me that UFO was a sitting target.
Maybe that's what we were supposed to think.
And that's a good point, Alec. Force the interceptors to release their missiles, avoid them, then it gets a clear run past the moon base defenses. Where is it now?
Range 7 million.
Trajectory termination?
Difficult to say. It's changing course more violently than before. Nearest we can get is Western Europe.
Well, it could be damaged. Lieutenant Ellis reported a strike.
Speed increasing. 1.4. 1.8. 2.4.
That does it. We'll never get near it at that speed. Must get a closer ETT. Is the rate of descent constant?
More or less. There's still a slight variation.
Should be possible to work out a broad target area.
We'll try, but our readings are less than adequate, computer data.
Do your best, Lieutenant. Looks like it's going to hit. The question is, what is it up to?
Tell you what I think, Alec. I think that UFO is under manual control. First, the flight variation was used to disrupt our computer programs. But now, I think the alien is fighting to regain control.
Well, that makes sense. If it's damaged.
Yes. The next few minutes are going to be very interesting.
Trajectory termination. Areas 17 to 23.
Too close for comfort. Sound a red alert.
So, course 017422.
Lieutenant?
ETT, area 17, map reference 405, green.
Alert the mobiles.
Mobile 2 to control. Pass your instructions.
This is Red Alert. Proceed to map reference 405 green. Stand by.
Roger, control.
Mobile 2 moving to ETT now, sir.
It's weaving offline again.
Shadow control to Mobile 2. This is Commander Straker. Get that area sealed off, Foster.
Yes, sir. Mobile 2 to control. According to our survey map, there's just a derelict farm and a couple of houses within a 5-mile radius of the ETT.
UFO speed decreasing. 12,000 knots. Range 1,000 miles.
Course maintained. No deviation.
So, it's back under control and slowing down enough for a landing.
When's the estimated termination?
In 5 minutes. Colonel Foster won't have time to complete evacuation.
Speed 7,500 knots. Decreasing. Range 600 miles.
The roadblock should be in position now. The whole area is sealed off.
Three minutes to termination. Course maintained. Speed reducing.
Come on, friend. We're waiting for you.
It's going to be a perfect landing, Alec. And we're going to be right there.
1 minute. Course maintained. Speed. Speed increasing.
Check it.
No error, sir. It's coming down faster.
Get me Colonel Foster.
Sir. Mobile 2, go ahead, control.
The UFO has increased speed to crash velocity. It'll be too late to correct. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And Colonel Foster, if there's a survivor, I want him.
Right.
Mobile to control. Have audio on UFO. Cloud cover preventing visual.
Roger, Mobile 2. It'll be over you in 30 seconds.
Roger.
It's decreasing speed. Switching. Yes, course altered 2 degrees.
Colonel Foster, have you got visual contact?
No, sir. Still tracking on audio.
Get there as fast as you can, Colonel.
Yes, sir. Mobile 2 to control. It's crashed right into a house.
All right, Colonel. Do what you can. I don't understand it, Alec. Under control and out of control. Crash landing velocity, then safe landing velocity. Now it hits a house.
Quite a mess.
Now, let's go over the facts, Alec. Right from the start, that UFO was on an unusual flight pattern.
Well, we can only guess it was a method to outmaneuver the interceptors.
Yes. But let's say it came in damaged.
And, unable to control his ship, the alien tried to land, failed, and hit that house.
No, I don't buy that, Alec. For a while it was out of control, yes. But just before impact, it seemed to be fine. It looped that line of trees and smashed straight into an isolated house.
Sheer coincidence. The house just happened to be in the way.
Well, you could be right. But there's enough doubt in my mind to make me want to see the place for myself. What happened to the pilot?
There was just enough evidence left to establish that he was an alien.
And the UFO is completely destroyed?
The largest piece measured 6 inches. We found it embedded in Foster's mobile.
Well, what's the news on his condition?
It's too early to say. He's lost a lot of blood. At least he was luckier than the co-driver.
What about the woman?
She couldn't have known anything about it. It must have been instantaneous.
What do we know about her?
Ordinary woman, married, no children.
Nothing to connect her with UFOs?
Nothing that we know of. That's her husband out there now.
Suppose I better talk to him, Alec.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
You killed her. An experimental aircraft crashed into my house.
How did you know that?
I was at the checkpoint when word came through.
I'm afraid there's not much more I can tell you.
I know. The details are classified.
If there's anything...
Don't you think you've done enough? My wife is dead.
Look, you've had a pretty bad shock. Have you?
No. They were all Stella's relatives. They don't mean so much to me now.
How's he taking it?
Hard to tell. He seemed to know exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. I guess it's pretty difficult to find a new way of telling a guy you're sorry.
Let's get out of here, Alec. Oh, hi, Alec. Is that the time?
Yeah, it's time you went home. You've been here a full 18 hours.
I'll have to go through these reports. Not that they tell us a great deal.
We combed the ruin and everything for a mile around. We lifted security yesterday.
Yes, I understand Croxley was having psychiatric treatment.
He also left his job. It's hardly surprising after what he's been through. I think we can close the book on the incident.
Well, not quite, Alec. Paul Foster's still in the hospital.
Yes, I spoke to him yesterday. Doctors are very pleased with his progress.
The wonders of medical science.
He wants to speak to you.
Me?
He's worried about something.
What?
He wouldn't tell me.
And do you mean to say you called me all the way out here just to tell me that?
Well, I thought you ought to know about it. Surely it's a security matter.
What did he look like?
Well, it's difficult to say. It's just an impression.
Oh, come on now, Paul. Next you'll be telling me you hear strange noises at night.
Now, look, every time I look up, he's there looking at me, and there's this sort of nausea feeling that comes over me.
I'll get you out of here. You're okay to be moved to our medical center. You'll be closer to home.
You don't believe me, do you?
I'll tell you what I think, Paul. I think you've been lying in that bed too long. I also think if you're well enough to worry, you're well enough to go back to work. I'll arrange for your discharge. Good morning, Miss Elin.
Good morning, sir.
Well, somebody wanted to make sure that got here.
It's been in the material analyzer. Just paper.
Well, with that number of stamps, I would have expected a small atom bomb, at least.
It's probably a film script. It's addressed to you personally. Do you want to read it?
Well, I suppose ingenuity should not go unrewarded. Whoever sent it certainly knows how to draw attention to their work. Maybe they can write, too. I'll pass it along to the script department.
Fine.
Oh, by the way, have our medics cleared Foster yet?
Yes, sir. He's waiting. With Freeman.
How long's it been as quiet as this?
Since you went into hospital.
That was a month ago. You mean there've been no sightings since then?
Oh, just two. The interceptors took care of them. We managed to scratch along without you, Paul.
Hello, Paul. Feeling better?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. In my office? You too, Alec. Well, are you fit for duty, Paul?
Yes, sir. Schroeder checked me out an hour ago.
Good, good. No more little men watching you?
Well, in the medical center, security's tighter than a drum anyway.
Oh, I see. And your little friend, he couldn't get in, eh? Now, don't worry about it, Paul. You go home, get a good rest. Report for moon-base briefing first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Alec. I want you to go over to the Zeta tracker station. The lieutenant in command there has come up with a new grid link-up. Might be something in it. There's no panic.
I can get over there right away.
Fine.
Right. See you later. By the way, what's that?
Oh, I assume this is a film script.
Well, why don't you open it and find out?
Get on to the Zeta tracking station. The commander over there, Lieutenant Grant. Tell him to expect Colonel Freeman later on today.
Is there anything else, sir?
No, no calls.
I'll be out for the rest of the day, Miss Eland.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep Channel 4 open.
Right, sir.
Miss Eland, has Alec Freeman left the building?
No, sir, he's with me now.
Well, have him come back down here immediately.
Yes, sir.
I'm on my way. Something wrong?
I'll say there is. Just about as wrong as you can get.
What is it?
Read it, Alec. Just read it. The SHADO organization. Colonel Alec Freeman, moon base, skydiver, everything. It's all there, Alec. Every last detail.
That's impossible. How could anybody...
How should I know? Security leak, coincidence, lucky guess. What does it matter? That document is a complete dossier on SHADO. Its operatives, installations, equipment.
I don't get it. Who wrote it?
The name's on the front. John Croxley.
The man whose house was hit by a UFO?
Yes. Now you tell me, Alec. How did he get that information?
The whole thing's ridiculous. We checked him out and his wife. Mr. and Mrs. Average.
Yeah. When I told him about his wife, there was something about him. He was different. Hey, wait a minute. Foster's little man in the hospital. That could be Croxley, too.
We'd better pick him up.
No, not yet, Alec. If it was him, I want to know more about him.
Well, he was visiting a psychiatrist. Maybe he knows something.
Right. We'll start there. And you say Croxley stopped coming to see you, Doctor?
Yes, quite certainly. Just before his wife was killed. The same day, in fact.
What was his problem?
Now, you realize, I hope, that I do not normally divulge such details about my patients, but with your authorization, it was a somewhat unusual condition. ESP.
Extrasensory perception.
It's a subject about which we still know very little, but most of us have experienced it at some time or another. You yourself have probably been in the situation of sensing what is going to happen.
Yes, and it usually means trouble.
Well, it affects different people in different ways. Some adjust quickly and make good use of their powers. I believe there have been quite a number of successful theatrical acts based on the condition.
And Croxley?
He is not one of the lucky ones. It is driving him to mental illness. His powers of perception are so pronounced he can hold a complete conversation with someone without that person uttering a single word.
A mind reader?
Not quite. Telepathy, perhaps. He can anticipate. He can, how shall I say, feel the future.
And it bothers him.
To the point of mental breakdown when simple, everyday phrases take on a new and terrible meaning.
Yes, well, most of it is clear now, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Croxley phoned here for you earlier today.
And?
For some unexplained reason, he wants you and Mr. Freeman to meet him at the ruin of his house at 10 tonight.
And how did he know we'd be here?
ESP?
We're early. It's only 9:30.
Yes, I always like to look over a convention hall before a conference.
Or a battleground before a battle. You know it's madness, don't you, coming here without security?
You have no choice. Listen, Alec, we have to assume that Croxley can anticipate our moves. Film script. He wrote it by reading Paul Foster's thought patterns.
Or someone told him.
No. Listen, I believe that doctor is right. Croxley has a super-sensory power. And if we try to go against his wishes or try to trap him, he'll know about it.
I hope you're wrong about this.
So do I.
I know it's late, but this is not easy to live with.
Listen, Paul, you went through a pretty rough experience. It takes time.
But that was physical.
Paul, you nearly lost your life in that house. Your mind is simply trying to adjust to the recent shock it received when you were injured there.
Well, maybe you're right.
I'm sure of it. Look, if it bothers you that much, there's only one answer. Go back to the house. Overcome your anxiety. Face the problem.
Okay, Doc. I'll go home and get some rest.
Good night, Paul. See you at final medical checks tomorrow.
Croxley? Where are you?
You know, Ed? I think I'm developing ESP. I've got a feeling Croxley's here already.
You're right, Colonel.
Croxley.
The answer to your question is no. Why should I give you my gun? Both be dead before your hands were on the butts. You see, I do know what you're thinking. You use a shoulder holster, Commander. Please. The lamp. You prefer the right hip, I believe, Colonel. Slowly. You have a more devious thought pattern. I want to see you clearly before I kill you. It's fitting that you should die here, Straker.
We made it easy for you.
Yes. I must say, you have particularly logical mental processes.
How long have you had this ESP, Croxley?
All my life. Oh, it got stronger about a year ago. But I remember I used to play tricks at school, predicting the future.
And UFOs? What do you know about them?
Shut up. You did it, Straker. You've been messing with things you don't understand, and you caused my wife's death.
No, Croxley. Don't you see? Use your power. Use your ESP. A UFO destroyed your house, not me. It was part of a carefully laid plan. The aliens, Croxley. They've taken over your mind. They killed your wife. They're using you. Can't you see why? They're using you to kill us.
Stella.
Croxley, for God's sake.
Mother? You're thinking about your mother. Stop it. It's 4 minutes to 12. You die at midnight.
Croxley.
Going home. I must see the doctor. The doctor must help me. Help me, doctor. Come through that door and I'll blow your head off.
Croxley, listen. You say you want someone to help you.
Our planet is dying. Our national resources are exhausted. We must come to Earth. We must come to Earth to survive. Mother? Stella? What are you doing? Don't try anything. Over there. 2 minutes.
Hello, Billy. Well, we'll be late for school. I know what you've got for lunch. Cheese and pickle sandwiches. No one told me. No, no one told me. No, don't hit me. No.
Give me the gun.
You fool. Do you think I'm going to let you get away with it? We mean no harm to peoples of Earth. Why do you attack us? We're fighting for existence. You must understand. No. There's no need for words. It is time.
He knew. Oh, what did you think, Alec, when you saw Foster appear behind Croxley?
Well, shoot, for God's sake, before he... He could read our thoughts.
Yes. I'll always believe that in the last few seconds, Croxley regained control of his own mind. Well, here's to fate and fear.
Strange toast.
Not really. What brought Paul Foster to that house?
And Croxley. Fate had him marked from the moment he was born.
How much of his power did he gain from the aliens?
You mean his ESP?
We can only guess, Alec.
And how many other Croxleys are there in the world? Your toast was fate and fear.
Yes. It's fear of the unknown which helps us to keep alert, Alec. When and if the answers do come, it will be fear that helps us recognize them. Navigation circuits.
Okay.
Electrical power system.
Check.
Inverters.
Operational.
RCS heaters.
On.
Oxygen flow.
Normal.
Unidentified flying object bearing 428146 green.
Interceptors, immediate launch.
Interceptor 1 to moon base control. Computerized course A-OK.
Roger, Interceptor 1. Moon base to shadow control.
Go ahead, Moonbase.
Interceptor spaceborne and on course.
UFO maintaining flight path, now 15 miles from GSP-4.
We'll have contact with UFO in approximately 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
Roger, maintain speed.
Houston from GSP-4.
Go ahead, GSP-4.
We have completed our course correction. Everything is A-OK at minus 36, 42, 25 to touchdown.
Roger. Everything looks good here, too. We have go for re-entry at 1600 hours tomorrow.
Roger, Houston. By the way, did you identify the signal?
Negative. But it doesn't seem to be influencing your flight pattern. Just keep on scanning and recording it.
Roger, Houston. Out.
Still with us?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. I want a complete press, radio, and TV clampdown on any information relating to the signal being monitored by the GSP-4. Well, look, I can't make it any clearer for you. Well, you tell them anything you want. That's your problem. How far, Paul?
12 and still closing.
If it gets any closer before the interceptors are in range, they won't be able to attack.
UFO reducing speed. Position 10 miles from GSP-4.
GSP-4 to mission control. This signal we've been getting seems to be real strong now. Do you have any comment to make on that down there?
Yeah, we know, Al. We're getting it, too. But as far as we can tell, there's nothing to worry about. Just maintain your flight pattern.
Roger, Houston.
UFO 2 miles from capsule. Interceptors now in range.
Control to interceptors. Continue on course and await firing instructions.
1 mile.
Interceptors in position. Awaiting firing instructions.
Roger, Moonbase.
We can't attack.
No, it's too near the capsule. Tell Moonbase to recall the interceptors, Lieutenant, and then alert Skydiver.
Yes, sir. This is SHADO control.
We don't have to guess this time.
All right. It's going to follow the space probe. Right back to Earth.
Very good. Yeah! Come on, son. Come on!
Come on! Yeah! Come on!
Good boy.
What kept you?
You cheated.
I did not. Idiot!
Sky 1 to Shadow Control. Have searched predicted landing area. No trace of UFO. It's thickly wooded. Aerial visibility limited.
Tell Sky 1 to redock with Skydiver. And get the mobiles out there as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir.
Well, there's no chance it's lifted off again. Ground radar would have picked it up.
Yeah. It's out there somewhere.
How long will it take the mobiles to get there?
2 or 3 hours. You better get moving.
Mobile 1 to control. Area 12, negative.
Roger, 1. Continue search in Area 14. Search leader to Shadow Control still have no visual evidence of UFO.
You should come home more often, Anne. It's the only time we get a decent meal.
She can't tear herself away from the bright light.
You should get someone in to look after you. What about a kinky Swedish au pair girl?
We did.
A Swedish au pair? I bet her name was Olga.
And Mrs. Harris from the village.
Tried it for a couple of weeks. I thought it was going to be all right. She was a good cook, but in the end, it didn't work out.
Mobile 3 to control. Completed search of Area 24, negative.
Roger, 3. Continue search in Area 25.
Yes.
Colonel Foster for you, sir.
Hello, Paul. How's it going?
No luck, sir. We've covered 70% of the area, no sign of the UFO.
Okay, Paul. Keep at it.
Right.
Lieutenant Johnson, I'm going to grab some sleep. If anything develops, call me.
Yes, sir.
See? Oh, I wish you wouldn't do that.
What the hell are you doing down here?
I heard Bluey stomping around. He sounded frightened, so I came down.
What's the matter with him?
He's sweating up.
There's nobody out there. I don't know what could have frightened him.
Well, he seems all right now.
How long are you staying, Anne?
Who knows?
No, seriously.
Maybe a few more days?
Well, it's good to have you home.
You're too kind. How about a swim?
And what do we do about costumes?
I meant in the nude.
You do make some stupid suggestions.
All right, then. Go as you are.
Hey!
Come on. Come here, Blue. Come on. Good boy. What on earth's the matter with him? He's sweating again. Russ, listen.
I can't hear anything.
That's just it. There's nothing. Not even a bird.
Oh, come on. You're enough to scare anything away.
Well, we've completed the search of the whole area. There's nothing.
No trace at all? Burned vegetation, broken trees, tracks?
Negative. And no response from the instruments. I'm convinced it's not in this area.
All right, all right. We'll have to move on.
In which direction?
Well, we'll have to widen the search area. Divide your mobiles and branch out east and west from the original flight path.
Right.
Come on, boy. Up. Good boy, Bluey.
out practicing.
But his horse is here.
Come on.
Ross?
Ross!
Ross?
Ross!
Pa? Over here.
You stay here. Ross! Ross?
Paul, Shadow Intelligence have just received a report on a missing person. I want you to look into it.
Missing person?
Yes.
What are the details?
Russell Stone, the international show jumper, and he lives about 3 miles from the search area. The place called Stone Dean Farm.
What about the authorities?
That's all been taken care of. Now get over there right away.
Well, I think I understand the situation. Is there anything else you can tell me?
No, I don't think so.
Miss Stone?
No, I'm sorry.
I'd like to take a look around the estate. Is that possible?
Yes, of course. I appreciate your getting here so quickly.
I'll drive you.
Thanks.
There is something else. In the wood, I found a dog. It was horribly mutilated. Whatever did that?
I understand. How big is the estate?
About 200 acres.
Are there any roads?
No, but there's quite a few tracks. We could drive around if you like. About here. It's where we found his hat.
Right, let's go. Can your brother swim?
Like a fish. Listen.
There's nothing.
Like before.
Before?
With Ross earlier. And his horse was frightened. It was sweating.
How long will it take to get the mobiles into position?
We should be there in about 10 minutes.
Well, let's hope your theory's right.
There's no other explanation. The UFO's been in Earth's atmosphere 2 days now. It would have started to disintegrate. Mobile 1?
We're in position, ready to fire.
Roger. Mobile 2?
In position and ready.
Roger. Set detonation for 10 seconds. Mobile 1, fire. Mobile 2, fire. All mobiles stand by for rapid fire. All mobiles, fire. Mobile 3, get the skin team ready. There's something in the water. We'll move it out.
That could be more dangerous than dealing with it here. If a trigger mechanism is set, any movement could blow this place to pieces.
You mean defuse it here?
I don't know, Paul. I'm not saying that it is an explosive device. What I am saying is that we must treat it like one. Lieutenant, sound a red alert. Clear all non-essential personnel from the complex.
Yes, sir. This is a red alert. This is an internal emergency. All personnel on B roster to evacuate area.
Could be a long wait.
There's an old miner's saying, Paul. The nearer you are to an explosion, the better your chances are.
It can't be much longer.
But what about the other wreckage?
Most of it disintegrated.
And this didn't?
No. It must be something pretty special.
Straker,
The radiation tests will be through in a couple of minutes, sir.
we'll be right there.
Listen to this, Commander. Okay. We're picking it up on the audio sensor. From somewhere in the center here.
Well, what do you make of it?
It's regular, mechanical. We think we've pinpointed the mechanism here, sir. If we cut an exploratory hole here, we can get an X-ray shot and see what makes it tick. Once we start cutting, sir, anything can happen.
All right, let's get on with it.
Right.
Temperature low. Radiation negative.
No, sir, there's still no other reaction.
Any readings?
No, sir, still no other reaction.
It's through. I'm going to remove the cutout.
It stopped.
All right, let's get moving.
Now we'll find out what we're up against, sir.
There's no possible doubt?
No, sir. It is a human heart.
Russell's stone.
It must be. They've slowed his rate of metabolism and heartbeat down by lowering the body temperature.
All packed up, ready for shipment.
The doctors think there is a chance they can get him out alive, but they'd like someone he knows to be around when he comes to. I'll take care of it.
Yes.
Come on, it's all right. Miss Stone, this is Commander Straker.
It's Anne, isn't it?
Yes, but I'm so confused. All this. Where am I?
Yes, well, if you try not to think about that for the moment. We found your brother.
Russ? Is he all right?
We hope he will be.
Russ? Russ?
The amnesia drug's ready, sir.
Right. It'll help you to forget.
Good boy, Bluey.
Come on, boy.
Very good. He's coming on. He's coming on.
Come on, come on.
Oh, dear.
Come on, boy. Good boy.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Stone Dean Farm.
That's right.
Nice place.
We like it.
I was interested in taking a few riding lessons.
That's what we're here for.
Oh, that is Russell Stone, isn't it? The famous show jumper.
Yes. I'm his sister, Anne. And you are...
Foster. Paul Foster.
Come up to the house, Mr. Foster.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I have a possible sighting, Lieutenant.
Bearing?
Coming up now.
This is Moon Base Control. Yellow alert. Repeat. Yellow alert.
Red alert. Confirming UFO. 429117 blue.
Red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch.
We have the termination, sir.
What is it?
Western Europe.
Anything more specific?
The flight path indicates grid reference UX 104, southern England.
Southern England. Thank you.
Interceptors closing in.
I'll give the command.
Sir?
Tell Moonbase I'll give the command.
Yes, sir.
Shadow control to Moonbase. Orders from Commander Straker. Suspend interceptor
UFO
track until
closing.
authorized.
Range 11 million miles. $9 million miles.
Interceptors coming into range. Sir, do we intercept?
Range closing. 7 million miles.
Sir, do we intercept?
No. Negative.
Negative?
That's what I said.
5 million miles.
Shadow control to Moonbase. Interception negative. Repeat, interception negative. Interceptors to return to Moonbase.
This is Moonbase control to interceptors. Return to base.
UFO passing outer defenses. UFO maintaining course. Confirm speed 4.7.4. UFO signal now negative, sir. Presumably landed.
Map reference?
Reference 119-120, approximately.
119-120. And that's somewhere there. I want the whole area cordoned off. Alert mobiles 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, sir. This is Shadow Control.
Colonel Foster.
Alert mobiles 1,
I think
2,
you better get out there with them.
I repeat.
Yes, sir.
Alert mobiles 1, 2, and 3.
Transporter 2, proceed to area 119-128.
You did a good job, Liz.
Cass, I can't.
Go and get it.
Roger.
This is Commander Straker to all mobile operatives. You are to locate UFO designated 9041F. Termination area approximately 119120. Colonel Foster.
Sir.
I want you to cover blue area X7.
Okay.
Hello, Alec.
So you let one through?
That's right.
Why don't we do the job properly?
What do you mean?
Ask the aliens round for drinks.
Let's go into the office. We're fighting a series of losing battles here, Alec. Why? Because we don't really know who or what we're fighting. I've waited months for a chance like this, Alec. A UFO right on our own doorstep. That's why I let this one through. And those mobiles are on the way to bring it in, intact, before any deterioration sets in.
Meanwhile, there's a potential killer or killers at large.
Yes, I know. It's a risk. But the area has a low population density. It's mostly virgin forest. The danger factor must be very slight.
Mobile 1 to Shadow Control.
1 to Control.
Go ahead, Mobile 1.
Have covered search area blue X7P, Q and R.
UFO negative.
Roger, Mobile 1. Proceed to link with Mobile 3 at location 118109. Shadow Mobiles 2 and 3 are due to report any moment now, sir. Areas X8 and 9 are practically covered.
Well, what about Mobile 1?
His progress is slower. He has the densest area.
Every inch of that forest has to be searched. Somewhere in there, there's a UFO. And we're going to find it. Intact.
Quiet. Oh, boy. Come on. Stay. That's a good boy. Come on. Come on. Oh. Come on. Come on. What's the matter with you, eh? That's a good boy.
Mobile 1 to Shadow Control.
1 to control.
Go ahead, 1.
Have located UFO. Position blue area 119-113.
This is Straker. Advise on condition.
It's a total wreck.
Is there any sign of life, Colonel?
Investigating now, sir.
Nervous?
How long have you been?
Come on, pull yourself together. Let's go over it once again. Take it from 11 o'clock. From 11 o'clock.
At 11 o'clock, we finish supper. Then I do the washing up.
There's something else.
What do you mean?
What do you do before doing the washing up?
I call up Midge Clayton. I tell her that I'm ringing her from the cottage. And I ask her over for lunch tomorrow. Then
Why? Why do you invite her over for lunch?
I'm nervous about being here on my own. Then I tell her two things. Firstly, that Jack can't be with me because he has to go north on a business trip. Secondly, that I'm going to go to bed and take a sleeping pill.
Dispatch the analysis teams to the area.
Yes, sir. Shadow control to ADP unit. Proceed to blue area 119, 113.
Just one thing puzzles me.
You should be so lucky.
How come that UFO is a total wreck? It hasn't been in the atmosphere long enough to deteriorate.
Maybe it was the difficulty of the landing area. Could be 1,000 reasons.
Mobile 1 has reported a body inside the wreck of the UFO.
An alien?
They can't tell. It's severely charred. They get a call back as soon as they have more information.
Then at 11:30, I check the front door to see that it isn't locked from the inside, so that Jack can get in. And then I go to bed.
You don't go to bed. There's something else.
Oh, yes, I changed the bulb by the front door for a dud one.
Right. Go on.
Then I go to bed and I put out the light. No, I read for 5 minutes. But I find I can't concentrate. So I turn out the light and wait for Jack.
And when he comes?
I hear the gate creak. I get up. And I come in here.
So?
So I take the gun.
You take the gun, then what? Then what?
I stand at the bedroom door with the gun pointing towards the front door.
Go on.
Then, when Jack opens the front door...
You take aim and you fire, right?
I can't, Cass, I can't.
Perfectly simple. You're all alone here, someone breaks in, you take aim and you fire. And aren't you forgetting one thing?
What was that?
I'll be here. Right beside you.
Oh, Cass, stay.
Mobile 1 to Shadow Control.
1 to control.
Go ahead, 1.
The body inside the UFO is definitely not an alien.
Mobile 1, this is Straker. Explain yourself.
The body was charred beyond identification, but there are no signs of the hermetic seals around the neck. We're searching the area on foot.
The alien must be somewhere in the forest.
It's time. Go on. Answer it.
Hello?
Hello, darling. I'm just ringing through to say I'm on my way.
Fine.
Oh, fine.
Well, it worked.
What do you mean?
Well, your little idea. No calls, no interruptions, quiet weekend together. The others think I've gone north to that exports conference. Even Miss Cadwell won't know where I am. Hello? You there?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Go on. I've got a little present for you.
You have?
Oh, did you want to know what it is?
Yes. Yes, of course I do, Jack. What is it?
Burlington Arcade.
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember. The pendant. The blue pendant.
Well, you don't sound very pleased. I mean, I can easily take it back and get something else if you'd rather.
No. No, I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry. That was very thoughtful of you.
You all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I've just got a slight headache, that's all.
Why don't you go to bed then?
No, I'll be fine.
No, you go off to bed. I'll be at the cottage about 12. I'll try not to disturb you.
All right.
Bye then.
Goodbye, Jack. You heard?
Yes?
You heard how he was talking. I don't think I can do it, Cass. I can't go through with it.
Do you know how long we've known each other?
10 months? A year?
It's exactly 1 year and 1 month ago that I first came into your house. I noticed the way he spoke to you then. I've heard him a million times since.
Well?
Every time he talks to you, it's in that way.
Cass...
Words. What's he ever given you but words? You've said so yourself over and over again. He's clothed you, fed you.
Blue area to shadow control. Blue area to shadow control. We found a couple of things, sir. First, a piece of torn fabric that looks like it came from an alien spacesuit.
There's also signs of a struggle.
Yes, what else?
We've also found an Alsatian dog near the landing site with collar number 995987.
Listen, Colonel, we have details here of a missing person in the blue area. A game warden by the name of Mitchell.
That dog collar information checks.
Now, it's my guess that it's Mitchell's body you found in the debris. Try using the dog to locate the alien. The chances are it can pick up the scent.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Cowboy.
Okay, follow me.
What's that?
The lights.
Cass!
The lights!
He's coming out early. It isn't time. What are we going to do? He said...
Don't worry. We're ready for him.
Cass, we can't. The light. I can't do it, Cass.
Look, I'm here, right beside you.
He stopped. He's coming right to the front, Cass. He's at the door. For God's sake, Oh, my God.
Now!
What's the matter, Cass? What are you doing?
I'm trying to think.
What are we going to do? How are we going to explain it? Who is he?
Shut up!
You're not leaving. You're not going to leave me here.
Look, you know I must.
No.
Our
what are you
only
talking
chance is to
about?
go through with the plan as we arranged it.
Cass, I can
But
wait.
we must!
You don't seem to
Look, I
realize-
don't know any more than you do. As far as you're concerned, he was an intruder and you shot him. Do you understand? Do you understand?
No.
Look, I must go. Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes, that's all. Then phone the police.
Cass! Cass! Wait with me, Hills. Wait, just until I've called the police.
3 minutes!
Please, Cass, please! Cass! Cass!
Would you get your coat, Mrs. Newton?
What are you doing here? Who are you? Are you the police? How do you know my name?
Please.
Mrs. Newton. Mr. Fowler, we've been expecting you. This way, please. Would you care to sit down? Freeman, Alec.
Voice print identification positive. 9-7, Freeman, Alec E.
Now, if you just follow me, please.
Look, what is going on here?
Now, please, Mr. Fowler. I realize you've both had a very harrowing experience.
Right.
And are entitled to an explanation for this intrusion into your privacy.
Right again.
Mr. Straker will explain our reasons for bringing you here. In the meantime, if you'd just like to make yourselves comfortable, I'm sure you'll find everything you need.
What are you doing?
Just be very careful what you say.
Where are we?
I don't know, under some kind of film studio.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. We must get our story straight.
Liz? Liz?
Who are you?
More to the point, who are you?
The rest of the story is exactly the same.
Who are these people?
I don't know. The one that brought us up here said something about someone called Straker.
Isn't he a film producer or something?
I must apologize for having had you brought here like this, Mr. Fowler, Mrs. Newton.
Now listen here.
And I've had you brought here for a discussion. Now, if you'll both please sit down.
Was your wife expecting you? Naturally. Are you certain? Well, of course. I phoned her on the way down here. Why do you ask?
Do you recognize these?
Well, photographs of this room.
Did you take them?
No.
Know who did?
I've never seen them before.
Do you keep a gun here, Mr. Newton?
Yes.
Who knew about it?
Wife?
Anyone else?
I'm not sure. Don't think so. Look, what is this all about?
I'm sorry, you'll just have to bear with me. I suggest that you return to London. I'll arrange for your wife to join you there as soon as possible.
Unidentified flying objects. Aliens from another planet. A World Defense Organization. It's incredible.
Then the lives of everyone can be in terrible danger all the time.
Very great danger. That's the reason for all the security. The general public must never know.
One thing I don't understand is, if your organization is so secret, why did you bring us here?
To help you forget the whole thing.
Forget?
Yes, you see, SHADO have developed an amnesia drug. Well, for obvious reasons. We administer it to people like yourselves who have come into contact with aliens, or indeed with our organization.
An amnesia drug?
Yes, it's perfectly harmless. All it will do is erase all memory of the past 12 hours. It's tasteless. Would you, care for some more coffee? What's wrong?
Paul has just come up with a very interesting theory.
Oh?
Tell him.
Mrs. Newton and Fowler said they heard an intruder and shot him as he forced open the door.
Plausible.
Yes. If they weren't expecting the husband.
The husband?
He came back to the cottage 40 minutes ago.
Is our security angle covered?
Yes, that's all taken care of. But don't you see what it means? They planned a cold-blooded murder. They had it all worked out. But unfortunately for them, an alien came through that door instead of her husband.
It all fits. Morally, they're guilty.
Oh. Well, the amnesia drug was administered a few minutes ago. They won't be able to remember a thing.
Well, we can't just let them go free.
I suppose you think I should hand them over to the public prosecutor. He'd sure have a great case. Now, what would he go for? The attempted murder of the husband or the killing of an alien? We can't produce that body. There's no concrete evidence against them. And the two accused would both have genuine, total amnesia.
So there's nothing we can do about it.
We're not in the moralizing business, Colonel.
Well, what about the husband? They wanted to kill him once. They're bound to try again.
Well, in the line of duty, we stumbled onto a triangle. SHADO's involvement made it a square. All we're doing is erasing the past 12 hours. So it's back to the triangle. Colonel Foster, you get back to that UFO. Get all the information you can.
Right.
Alec, you better get the medical team to work on that alien.
On my way.
How are Mrs. Newton and Mr. Fowler?
Still sleeping, sir.
Well, get them out of here.
But, sir, I really don't think...
Just get them out of here.
In position, Captain. IGR 140288.
Right.
Take her up 8 fathoms.
Prepare surface stations. Blow tanks 1 through 6.
Yes, sir.
Steady at 8 fathoms, sir.
Right. Nothing in sight. Prepare the surface.
Surface stations.
Maintain visual and radar. Watch for surface vessels. Where are we, Lieutenant?
Right here, Captain.
Fine. Well, we've made good time. Hover cruise at 20 knots. Steer a course 126.
Steer 126, speed 20 knots. Tracking aerial set up, sir.
Right. This is skydiver to control. We have surfaced. In position to check the satellite.
Roger, Skydiver.
What's happening, Captain?
Well, I've got a feeling it's pretty important. Commander Drake is playing this one close to his chest.
There's the signal.
It looks good.
I have a radar sighting, bearing 279.
Right. Looks like a freighter. Take it down.
Yes, sir. Dive, dive, dive.
Skydiver to Shadow Control.
Shadow Control.
We had to crash dive to avoid a surface vessel.
What was it?
A freighter, but I'm sure they didn't see us.
Before we dived, we did manage to pick up the satellite.
Its orbit looked good.
Thank you, Skydiver. I'll tell Commander Straker.
How far is it now? Around 8 miles. Do you think it'll work?
Well, I think so. But then I always was an eternal optimist.
Four minutes, Doctor.
Right. Check area latitude.
10 seconds to transmission check, sir.
There it is. Smack on the nose.
The first transmissions are coming through, sir. Signal strength 012147.
What's the distortion?
Minimal. Decimal 072.
Fine. Keep tracking.
I think Dr. Young was a little put out at not being able to see the results.
Yes. Security's a word I don't like to throw at a man who goes out of his way to cooperate.
Maybe we could send him a couple of prints.
Let's wait and see if there's anything on the tape to print.
All set up, Ford?
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
Look at that detail. That's taken from nearly 500 miles out.
Fantastic quality. Well, I'm convinced. We'll throw everything we've got into getting this project approved. How's it going, Kelly?
Pretty well, Commander.
In fact, the test run was so successful, there are very few modifications needed. It's quite a setup. When can I tell the commission we'll be ready to go?
3-4 weeks. We just have to check out the link systems.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Oh, Commander. Could I have a word with you? Do you mind, John?
No, not at all. Well, what's on your mind?
Tomorrow you're going to ask the Aerospace Commission for $1 billion.
Yes, for one of the most important projects SHADO has ever undertaken.
Sure. It's the first item on the agenda. There are 53 others. Mine's number 52. It comes right after how much do we spend on new coffee machines. Look, all I'm asking for is $50,000, and the chances are I won't get it.
I don't see how I can help you, Kelly.
I think my project's important, sir. You could help me.
Now, wait a minute. You've done a great job on the device. But you're a group.
Group? There are just 2 of us, Commander. But with that $50,000, we could complete the development on the stereo scan.
I'd like to help. But I think you're looking the wrong way, Kelly. Space. That's where you should turn your talent.
Well, I hope you get your $1 billion.
Oh, I'll get it. It's a space project.
Very pretty. But don't pull a bulldozer job in here, Straker.
I won't have to. Nice to see you again.
Gentlemen. The Financial Committee, the Aerospace Commission is in session.
Now, you all know Commander Straker. And by the billion-dollar cost estimate beside it, you will have realized that the first project on the agenda is his.
Thank you, General. Gentlemen, this drawing shows a standard B-142 space probe. Now, the project will use a modified version of this spacecraft. I'd like you to notice the domed structure here. Now, from this cross-section, you'll see that it incorporates a device which, in layman's terms, can best be described as an electronic telescope. The principle is very simple. It is a telescope which, instead of using light, operates with a stream of electrons. And it's capable of scanning with a magnification of up to times 2,500. Lieutenant Masters.
These shots of the Earth were taken from an orbit between 450 and 500 miles out.
The electron telescope scans an area, radios the information back to Earth, and the impulses are transmitted into these pictures. And as you can see, the definition is as good as any normal photograph. The tracking and homing mechanisms are also very elaborate, but they've been fully tested and will enable the probe to home in on the planet from 2 million miles out.
I'm sorry to disillusion you, Straker, but I can get you great shots of the Earth with a $2 camera from a balloon.
Yes, I should have been more explicit, General. By the planet, I didn't mean Earth. The purpose of the project, gentlemen, is to enable the probe to track and follow a UFO to its origin. To home in and get high-definition close-ups of the alien planet. Now, my project is to launch a standard or a modified B-142 space probe and place it into a parking orbit around the moon.
Shadow don't have those kind of facilities.
No. We would have to use NASA for the launch. Now, the telescope and the electronics are still on the secret list, so they would have to be fitted by moon-based astronauts after the probe had been placed in a parking orbit. Well, find Foster and bring him into my office, will you, Alec?
Well, did they approve it?
We've got ourselves a deal. We even got a time slot from NASA. Oh, launch 712 in 4 weeks' time.
Well, that's great.
Yes, we could be a lot closer to some of the answers.
Well, there she is, ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned a lot in these last weeks. Listen, have you got a pen? I thought I'd just write out the check for 50,000.
Well, that's all right. I can cash in some of the family jewels. Anyway, there's always next year or the year after. Well, she's all yours, Lieutenant. I hope it gets you those shots.
Yeah. I'll see you around.
Will Lieutenant Masters report for pre-lunar medical right away?
Long day?
A long month.
Well, I think we're set. Well, listen, I'm thinking of taking Keith Ford with me to Moonbase.
Good idea. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
Yes. Well, listen, Alec, you'd better keep all Earth-lunar communication down to a minimum.
Sure. What's the situation on the launch?
The launch? Well, I think we can safely leave that with NASA.
Give me a readout on the master computer.
Electronic readout. A-OK. Countdown continues at T minus 4 hours, 32 minutes, 8 seconds.
Missile power. Go. Water system. Go. Fuel system. Go. Telemetry. Go. T minus 3 minutes.
We have green on all readouts. T minus 60 seconds.
$29, $28, $27.
We have
26,
go for ignition at minus 20.
25, 24, 23, 22, 21. 18, 17.
Main
16,
stage ignition.
15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We have liftoff.
T plus 55. T plus 60.
24800.
T plus 65.
18 miles down.
He looks good.
NASA reports the launch is successful, sir.
Right.
Moonbase control to lunar module. Switch to automatic LLS or bring you in by radio beam.
Touchdown minus 20 seconds.
Welcome to Moonbase, Commander.
Thank you.
If you come with me, I'll show you to your quarters.
Oh, you two go along. Paul, let's go to control. I want to check on that space probe report.
Hello, Commander.
Lieutenant, Nina, Joan.
How's the flight?
Very smooth, thank you. How's everything here?
Fine.
Oh, Lieutenant, do you have the space probe report? Oh, good, good.
Apogee 0.124 below requirement, but we can easily correct it. I've worked out a rough schedule for the astronauts. We understand the probe is to be modified in space.
Well, this is great. Well, we'll have to go through it together, of course.
I did say it was a rough schedule, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Because of the radio security clampdown, no one on Moonbase knows the purpose of Project Discovery, as it has been codenamed. But I do know how hard some of you have worked on it. As you know, a modified B-142 space probe has been placed into a parking orbit around the moon. Now, the first phase is to fit specialized equipment into the probe. This equipment has already been shipped to Moonbase from Earth. Phase 2 is to maneuver a UFO into a position where the probe can be activated into a flight pattern which will enable it to follow the alien back to its origin. When the probe gets within 2 million miles of its target, it will start to transmit. With luck, we should get the first close-up shots of another world. It will be our first step in bringing the fight back to the alien planet. Thank you. An exciting situation, Lieutenant.
Yes, it is.
Look, you've got to get things set up as fast as possible.
Right. Who's going out on the probe?
Colonel Foster and Lieutenant Masters.
Moonbase control to lunar module. Your flight pattern is go for rendezvous.
Right. Confirm 1.4.
022417.
Roger, Control. We have visual contact. We're in position. Onboard computer reads go for spacewalk.
We have green on all systems.
Moonbase control to lunar module. Confirm go for spacewalk.
Safety lines checked. Send out the camera on my signal. About to board satellite. Condition green. Stage 1 complete.
Control to space team. Roger.
Great work, Paul. Pass my congratulations on to your team. Now, I've asked you all here to explain the next and most vital phase of the operation. Now, the space probe is in orbit. The equipment has been installed and fully tested. Lieutenant Ellis?
The problem is to force a UFO into an orbit complementary to the space probes. Then we can activate the tracking systems on the B-142 and enable it to latch on to the UFO. This will involve scheduling the interceptors very precisely. We've made a computer study of UFO approaches, and the general pattern is marked, as you can see.
Now, Lieutenant Ellis has compiled an interceptor schedule, but a lot of the decisions will have to be made on the spot.
Does that mean we have to play this one by ear?
Right.
Isn't that dangerous?
It involves a certain risk, Colonel.
A calculated risk, Lieutenant, based on a careful weighing of human factors as much as logic. Well, all we have to do now is wait for a UFO.
Red alert. UFO bearing 142 blue. UFO maintaining course.
This is Control. I have a red alert. I repeat, a red alert.
Have UFO on positive track. 142 blue.
Speed, sol 8.35.
140. 139.
SIT has just confirmed. It's coming in on the predicted flight path.
Good. Well, she's all yours, Lieutenant.
This is Control to interceptors. Immediate launch. Repeat, immediate launch.
Right, let's go.
Your controller will be Lieutenant Ellis. Flight plans will be relayed by Lieutenant Ford.
UFO maintaining course. Speed sol -8.35.
UFO maintaining course and speed. Stand by for onboard computer read in. 00102. 1319-0124. Input N.
Roger, Control. UFO maintaining course. Bearing 142 blue. Range 18 million miles. $17 million miles.
Entering area red, 081.
There it is.
It's changing course.
UFO entering area red,
084, speed, sol 8.37.
We'll have to readjust the schedule.
Right. Compute for new flight plan.
Right, sir.
Control to interceptors. Stand by for new flight plan. 042, 148.
2148. Increase speed to sol.
1.127.
Leader to 2 and 3. Alter course to
2148.
Roger, leader.
Interceptors losing contact, sir.
We've got to turn it. If we use a detonation here, the UFO will be forced to swing away onto this sort of a course. Tell the interceptors to explode a missile in area blue. 128.
Control to interceptors.
Break formation.
We'll relay new flight plans. Control to interceptors.
Missile timing 15.18 seconds.
Thank you, Control. Commencing missile sequence. Firing -5.2 seconds.
It's altered course.
UFO entering area blue 132.
Maintaining speed.
Crossing into blue 133.
It's coming round just right.
It's accelerating, sir.
0.38. 8.39.
You have to use a second missile, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right. Compute it.
Yes, sir.
Well?
I think a missile in area blue 27 should do it, Commander.
Order the missile launch.
Sir. Missile timing 104.
018, 826.
Roger.
Detonation confirmed, sir.
UFO veered to new course. 301. Compute B142. Will link up in 43 seconds.
Lieutenant,
Oh, Commander Straker.
how do you feel?
Fine, thanks.
How about a cup of coffee?
Yes, I'd like that.
How do you like your coffee?
No sugar.
Cheers to Project Discovery.
Cheers.
You know, I want to thank you, Gay, for all the hard work you put into this project and the long hours. You know, I think you push yourself a little bit too hard. You're doing a fine job, Gay. A man's job, but you don't have to do it any better because you're a woman. And don't ever forget, you're a very attractive girl.
Thanks for the coffee. And thank you.
Lieutenant?
Colonel Foster,
Sir.
when do we leave?
1800 hours tomorrow, sir.
Good. Let me give you a piece of advice, Paul. Don't ever judge a situation by the end of a conversation.
Lunar module takeoff, minus 18 minutes.
I just come in to say thank you, girls.
When will the first pictures be through, sir?
Well, the experts tell me 4 months, so let's hope that they're worth waiting for. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Next time you're on Earth furlough, drop in and see me.
Yes, I will.
They're coming through now, sir.
Right. Feed it through the decoder straight into printout.
Right, sir.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Tell the lab I want the preliminary report in 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
We've got the answers, Alec. We've got the answers.
Commander?
I did say 24 hours, Kelly.
Yes, sir, but we haven't had time to type up a report.
Then give it to me verbally.
There was a fault in the device.
A fault?
Yes, sir. The range and magnification on each shot wasn't transmitted.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
That means, except for superfluous detail, these shots tell us very little.
Look, what are you trying to sell me, Kelly? Well, look at that. Look at that detail. It must tell you something.
Yes, but was it taken from 500 or 100 miles? With a magnification of 1 or 1,000?
Oh, come on. Look, if I take a picture of a girl from 3 feet or 100 yards, I can still see it's a girl.
I want to show you something, Commander. Now, whatever the range, that's a shot of the alien planet. A close-up of the surface.
Yes. And I'm no expert, but that must be some form of vegetation.
Some form of vegetation, you think? You could be right. Well, why don't we take another look? Now, let's pull back. You'll notice the curvature of the horizon.
Well, surely from that we can work out an approximation of the overall size.
Let's pull back a little more.
What is this, Kelly? Some sort of joke?
You said earlier, Commander, you could recognize a girl from 3 feet or 100 yards. What about when the shot is from 30 inches, with a magnification varying from 0 to 10,000?
Hello, Commander.
Lieutenant?
Thank you. You can relax now.
Hold it there a moment, will you, Lieutenant? Magnification 0 times 10, 100, 1,000.
Not the most flattering of pin-ups, nor the best way to spend a furlough.
Thanks for all your help, Gay.
Pleasure. Goodbye, Commander.
Lieutenant? Yes. I'm beginning to see the problem.
I'd like you to have a look at that monitor. What would you say this is, Commander?
Well, before your demonstration, I would have said a lava formation of some kind.
Actually, it's a section of fractured polystyrene.
It's incredible.
Here's another.
From the structure in the center, it could be a building.
In fact, Commander, it's a grain of pollen. Another shot which could well be taken for a strange rock formation.
Yes, I have to agree.
Puffed wheat, sir. Without knowing details of range and magnification, the lava flow becomes a piece of shattered polystyrene, magnification times 2155. A pollen grain becomes a futuristic building, and a grain of puffed wheat, a rock formation.
Tell me, how are these shots produced?
Well, microphotography is well established, but the secret is three-dimensional effect, the depth of focus. It's been known for 25 years, but it needs development.
So, while we've all been looking into outer space, men like you have been sitting on this. Inner space, your pet project.
Yes. It's a vast area, almost completely unexplored. But I believe it'll give us the answers to some of the basic questions about the universe, and even life itself.
Well, maybe we've all been looking the wrong way. You know, when you really think about it, everything in this office, every object, even a speck of dust, contains billions of particles. And each particle is made up of millions of atoms. A whole universe within these four walls. I walk along a beach, stand with millions of grains of sand beneath my feet. Is everything we know, this office, our world, the vastness of space itself, inside one grain of sand on another beach, on another world, in another universe? Space is infinite, both ways, outward and inward.
You can tell Kelly he'll get his appropriation. Maybe more than he expects. I get the picture.
A greatly magnified picture, General.